Week 10, no pranks this time.
Yeah, we just gonna kick it off. We got shit to do today.
Just getting straight to the shit. What's going on there, brothers?
Broke ass nigga blues.
I feel that. I definitely feel that shit. Like it's money issues galore for everybody. Yeah. Everybody I know.
Can you spare a dime or 2,000? I'll take all of it.
I have
all of your money.
40 shekels.
Yeah. I barely have 2 nickels to rub together. That's what they used to say back in the 40s after they lynched a guy. Spent my last money on the rope.
When they were poor and black.
The unforgivable sin.
All this racism going around, man.
Oh yeah, well, fucking send her back.
Bruh, send her back
to the country that she came from.
Which is
it reminds me of the Dave Chappelle skit.
Right. It's like
Condolingus rice sounds like a Mexican dish. Maybe we should put it on a plate and send her back to Mexico. Why not?
Like, she's been here longer than Trump's wife has. Like, that's the crazy part. Like, I think people or certain camps just get lost and swallowed up in their own hypocrisy. But like, we're not here to talk about political shit today.
Dumbasses, yeah,
right?
Today.
Not today.
We'll have an annual political fucking firestorm stream. After we get cameras, we can put a green screen up.
Right.
Like we're at a Trump rally.
Fucking shit cast. But the major thing in the news this past week has been the Kyoto animation fire. That at the last count, 34 people had died.
We went to bed and it was 33, and we woke up this morning and 34 passed away.
And it's still going on. It's at this point, it's just a rising death count.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you read, like, they said 35 people were injured. So that's a bunch of other people that could potentially be passing away just in the next few days. And what's really fascinating for me is, like, where they found a lot of the people. They said they found 2 people on the first floor, 11 on the second, but they found 19 people between the stairwell, between the third floor and the roof. That they were trying to escape.
That's just fucking wild, man.
It's a tragedy.
It is. Like, because some asshat
this fucker
couldn't control his fucking emotions, man.
I mean, it claims that they stole his ideas and his novel. Okay, sue
him, right? Like, leave the company, sue them, and if they actually did it, the court of law, no matter how goofy it is over water, because it's 180 from how shit works over here, but like, even if they did, you would get, your comeuppance. You would get your money, your patents back, and they would have to return all the assets basically to you. Or leave. Or just fucking leave.
Start your own shit. Trigger.
Right.
They started out at Gynax. I don't think Gynax stole their ideas.
Right.
But they started their own studio because they were sick of it.
Yep.
Arica, Street Fighter players.
Yep.
Fucking or Street Fighter creators, excuse me.
Started his own company and then came back. When did EX3 come? 2000 came back almost 20 years later with a banger.
Yeah.
So like, it's completely possible
to just leave and start over and be successful.
Like, you don't have to take that out, even if you know who did it or if the person you were accusing of doing it. You don't have to take that shit out on everybody.
I mean, just murdered like 30-something people.
Yeah.
Because of your own. I mean, like, just ran around there. Apparently ran into the place with gasoline, hammers, and knives. And he set things up them on fire. And that set the whole building ablaze. And so, like, people were trying to escape. Most of the people, that's the reason why the stairwell thing was so, like, tragic to me. These are guys trying to escape.
Right, they're trying to get out.
And they were trying to escape and get to the roof where the air was. It could be at least they haven't shot.
Yep.
But, I mean, like, they died in the stairwell probably because of fucking smoke inhalation.
I was about to say, they probably suffocated, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, I started a damn grease fire on my stove, and, I could barely breathe. My fucking thing, I put it out almost immediately with fire extinguisher.
Mm-hmm.
So I could barely breathe in my own fucking apartment for, like, 15, 20 minutes. I had to open up all the doors. Alright, so you're talking about, like, setting the whole building on fire?
Right, a multiple story building.
Like, the guy, Jesus. I mean, some of these criminals who do things like this, I always wonder about them. Like,
It's just severely fucked.
like, because, you know, when you actually start approaching, like, mental health and shit, and you go into, like, a hospital, you see people who are a little off the rocker.
Yeah.
But they're trying to get help.
Right.
This guy said, fuck all that noise. I'm going to just go ahead and murder everybody.
Right, like it was completely emotionally driven, man, and like those are the worst kinds. Like,
It could, just 5 more minutes of just self-reflection
Right.
could have probably prevented this.
like murder in any case is bad, and there's no excuse for it. But like, people just get blinded by their emotions because they feel like what's happened is a personal attack on them.
Yes.
And they have such a high, or they hold themselves in such high regard, which isn't bad done correctly, but they feel it's like anything that's done to damage their character is a direct attack and they should retaliate.
Yeah, like that's the thing about a lot of these stuff. This guy, you know, should be put. I mean, I'm trying to figure out creative ways to kill these fuckers.
Should put them in a room, set the room on fire.
Yeah, that's a good one. I would make it so that you suffocate him, but you make sure you resuscitate him every day. Give him the fucking Prometheus treatment, just like torture him.
Burn them at the stake.
Yeah, or like attach him to a rock, or make him suffocate, but then just resuscitate him just at the last minute and make him do it for the rest of his life. Just suffocation, constant suffocation.
Yep.
I don't know, man. Like it sucks because some of the people that died worked on some of my favorite anime.
Yeah.
Some of the anime that got me back into anime in the first place, like Clannad and KyoAni and all that stuff.
So it's like I think the director of Clannad and Dragon Maid, Lucky Star, like all of those people, Susan Haruhi, like all the heat.
Yeah.
Like most of the people that worked on those, like directors,
Animators,
key coordinators, like all of them are just dead now.
yeah, like that's
And I mean,
mind-boggling.
yeah, like just in a day.
Yeah,
like
just-
in a day, just
Just because this guy can't control himself. I mean, just.
fucking ass.
I just can't stand shit like this. Like, it really does suck. So, rip.
Rest in peace. Condolences to everybody. There was a
There was
a GoFundMe
Yeah.
that like got, I think, $750K last time I checked.
Yeah.
So that's going towards like the families and the restoration of everything that they lost in the building.
Yeah, and so there's people gathered together with when shit like this happens and donate. So it ain't got. I mean, I know some of you guys have to pay for your nude Patreon packs for your favorite cosplayer. I'm just asking you to put it aside for 1 month. Just go ahead and just donate something that's actually gonna be worthwhile.
Right.
So
Something.
yeah, I mean like. It just sucks. It just sucks. Oh, is that the guy? I'm on the
Who that?
English Kyoto News.net. Trying to see. This is the guy that actually did it. No, they haven't released his picture yet. They're really picky about that.
Yeah. And they'll probably release it like the day they get ready to execute them.
Yeah, yeah. Like.
Which is fine because we don't want to give.
Oh,
we don't want to give criminals notoriety like we do.
No role play for you.
Right.
That day and age is done.
Like we do over here. It's just like, oh man.
Yeah,
Who's the flavor of the week sociopath?
Oh yeah, I wonder who's gonna get their new Netflix series. Honestly, that's how it goes now.
Yeah.
You murder a bunch of people, you get the FaceTime on CNN, you get to dominate the news cycle, and then you get a special on Netflix documenting your shit. Like, have you seen the one on Ted Bundy?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Like, it's actually kind of mind-boggling. There were girls outside of the fucking prison the night he was getting executed talking about he was hot.
I mean, I guess.
It's just one of those things that you kind of go, fucking, what the hell is going on?
What's actually wrong with y'all? Like,
Yeah.
celebrity status in America, it doesn't matter how you obtain it. It's just like, oh man, you're the talk of the town right now.
I want to be attached to you because that will add value to my life.
Right.
Fucking pathetic pigs.
It's like we actually we actually had another series of murders in our hometown.
Jesus Christ.
Where,
if you thought this was going to be a happy cast, you were wrong, sir.
It might be towards the end, maybe.
Yeah, well, yeah, I got some stories about what's been going on.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, but I guess I'll take this one. So, murder in our hometown. I don't know if we want to get that.
I mean, we don't have to say
underground bunker in Utah.
It's actually in Denmark.
Oh yeah, Sweden. We actually got Julian Assange over here. Julian, come on. Yes. Yeah? No? All right.
He's
still.
still.
Said he waved. He said hi.
He's still in solitary, so he can't come out yet.
That's where we are.
Fuck.
Damn it.
We gotta get out. We gotta get out. We gotta leave.
We're gonna get doxxed. They're gonna dox me. A fella murders his wife, or excuse me, girlfriend. What can be worse than that? Well, how about murdering potentially his son? We don't know yet, but his son that was 3 years old. God damn, that sounds monstrous, right? Guess what? He also killed the 1-year-old in the house. Who the fuck would do something like this?
Fucking
What kind
crazy.
of monster psychopath? This sounds horrible, terrible, monstrous. What the fuck can be worse than this? I'll tell you what. He murdered the 1-month-old baby in the other room. Stabbed everyone to death. And then on his fucking mugshot, he just looks like
Shocked.
well, I cannot believe
I
you
can't.
have the audacity to arrest me.
It's like
after
what
this.
what happened?
Like I was just going out. I dropped the gumball. I looked up and they were all dead. No, fuck you, guy. Like this is a stabbing murder. Like it's just this guy worked at a detail shop, like car detail, and she was actually a stripper, the girlfriend, and like they were just in a relationship together. Apparently they had like a big fight, like a few nights before. Once again, that emotion.
Emotionally motivated crime, boy.
And I mean, this time this one led to the deaths of at least three innocent kids who had no part in that fight. They were just kids, just living. Like one of them,
Just
1 month old,
existing.
doesn't even have enough function to realize what's happening. Right. Stabbed it. I couldn't even imagine going into the scene and actually seeing the body strewn all across the house or apartment. Like, because it was an apartment, which makes me go, man, fuck. If I was like next door, and I had a shotgun, I'm going in there because
Right.
that motherfucker, he's not gonna have to worry about the police because he's gonna get a fucking bullet to the brain. But anyway, he's been caught. He's gonna show up to court soon. But just like this is a crazy ass world. This is a world where you're telling Americans to go back to the country they came from, stabbing kids to death, setting fucking animation studios on fire because you say somebody stole your fucking idea. Like this is a crazy fucking world. This is just nuts. I don't even know what to say. It's just crazy.
It is. I don't. Is it the heat? Is it the heat that just like brings out the insanity in people? And like granted that could be a thing, but like,
Right.
it's just on a global scale, man. Like,
Right. Everyone is losing their fucking minds.
right.
Everyone. Like everyone.
Like there's been the shit in Japan. The shit here, niggas ain't stopped wilding here since.
We've
Like-
been leading we've been catching we just the only thing we can't talk about how much the city pays its employees or how much job opportunity.
It's too
We
much.
can't talk about shit like that, but one thing we can take pride of is that we lead the nation in homicide just about every
Of
fucking
course.
year. I mean, it's just nuts.
It is, man. Like, it's just it's fucking wild. Like I don't know what it stems from. Like we did a mental health episode last week,
Yeah, then this shit.
and
happens.
then like shining example of why you should partake in self-care and getting yourself constantly checked up on, man. Because like it does, like, having, as far as the KyoAni thing goes, it does suck having an idea stolen if that's actually what happened. But like,
Right.
there are legal steps
there
you
are
can take,
ways that you can take it without people.
right, without people dying. And like, I've never been of the mind that, hey, I'm mad at this particular person. Let me hurt everybody.
Right.
Like if I have an issue with somebody, I'm gonna take that issue up with that person.
That's how you ought to do it.
And it's never boiled down to, man, I really want to murder this person or like the next 5 people. But that's kind of how that shit escalates, man. Like it all starts with one wrong confrontation or one wrong interaction, and then you
make a mistake that is gonna take either your life or someone else's life,
right.
And you're gonna have to deal with the consequences for the rest of your life.
People that had no dog in whatever fight you had going on, and like it leads to shit like 33 people dead, 40 injured.
Fucking animators. Like, how are they gonna steal? They don't steal your idea. They just draw what they're told.
Right.
Like these guys just draw what they're told. And if you know anything about animation, especially with if you look at the beautiful stuff that KyoAni has done over the years, you know for a fact that they have a high quality, very talented studio.
Mm-hmm.
So like you see these kinds of things happen, and you're just like, my God, these guys, he took everything. He took a hell of a lot. And some of these guys aren't gonna have a chance to like go home. Like they didn't have a chance to go home. Some of these guys died trying to escape. So I don't know what they're gonna do to this guy. I'm not sure about Japan and their execution policies and things of that nature. But hopefully he gets his ass kicked for a little bit,
right.
And then they kill him.
Yeah.
Just like with this guy down here. Hopefully he gets the shit beat out of him before they off this guy. Like a good old fashioned, just strong kick to the teeth.
Down home hand session.
Yes, like I mean, just an old fashioned classic ass whooping.
Right.
Just I mean, like really, because they said y'all need to chill. All right, this is a chill streak. Not chill because we're chill. We're telling y'all to chill.
Like we're telling y'all to calm the fuck down, bro.
Yeah,
like
y'all need to chill out a little bit. All right.
If you got beef or like animosity towards anybody, take like 5-10 minutes and go ask yourself, is this shit gonna matter in 5 years?
Exactly.
And if it is, then do something about it the right way.
Do it the right way. That's the big point that you need to take away from this.
Right, like talk it out. If you need to get legal if you can. Like it's
and if it boils down to retaliation, think about your methods here.
Right.
It's like we were talking about earlier with this guy, this KyoAni thing. There have been so many people who have left companies because they disagreed with what they were doing, or they disagreed, or whatever reason it came up, and they started their own. Because they're just like, this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to run it. Even if it fails, I'm going to start it, and I'm going to try. You know, no harm, no foul. You try and start your own company. You go through and you try and do the right thing. Like this guy went the complete opposite way. He goes and murders all these people. So, you know.
Shit's bad, man.
Yeah, shit's bad.
Are you caught up on My Hero?
I am not. I actually have to marathon part 5 of JoJo first.
The manga.
Oh, no.
Because, like, this latest chapter, like, I'm not going to spoil shit, boy, but this latest fucking chapter, woo.
Woo in a good way?
No.
Oh.
Well, no. It gives insight to one of the major villains and why he is the way he is, but nah.
But I mean,
nah, man.
You know,
like
I don't keep up with this shit.
This shit like finally has the potential to overtake the whole Nina Tucker cry committee.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's like that. In all honesty, that shit wasn't that sad to me. I don't know what the anime community's hang up on Nina Tucker is.
Mm-hmm.
I never got it.
Yeah,
I was like,
I don't understand most of this shit.
She got fused into a dog. Ed had to kill her to put her out of her misery. Cool.
Yeah, I mean,
fantastic.
Like, you know, that happened years ago. Yeah, I mean, like that kind of thing was. I don't know. I always found it to be just it's a meme that just keeps on giving.
Right.
You know,
because like people just like play the Pain Olympics with Nina Tucker's like there's never been a sadder anime death than this. Boy, do I have the series for you. Nigga, sad shit happens in every single part.
I like this one.
What was that one? Holy shit! It's Nina and the dog doing the fusion dance.
Yeah, we'll
with an alchemical circle behind it. That's golden.
Yeah.
Other manga news like Dragon Ball Super, like the new villain is probably the GOAT. Like, that man has been whooping Vegeta and Goku's ass this entire arc. Like, it ain't even fun. Like, that nigga was whooping them without his powers. Then he gets his powers back and makes 3 wishes on the Namekian Dragon Balls. And when everybody's like, you know what? We should just go. We should just leave, come back after we figure out, like, a plan or after we get stronger.
Yeah.
Vegeta's like, nah, bruh. Y'all can leave. I'm finna go beat his ass. So I'm like, I guess that nigga's finally at his breaking point. It's like, enough is enough, nigga. I'm finna get this nigga police hands. But like, it's actually really good. Like, and I think this is what like Dragon Ball fans were expecting from Super. Because like so far there haven't really been any ass pulls like there were in the Tournament of Power or like when they fought Goku Black. There's it's reminiscent of like mid-series DBZ. It's like it's just a villain like right. It's a villain doing villain shit, and they can't beat him. Yeah. And I think like for the first time in the series, it's just like, at least for me, I'm just like, I don't know how the fuck they gonna do that shit. Because like he stole enough energy to where they can't transform.
He steals their energy.
Yes. Like he steals their transformations to the point where it's just, for the majority of this arc, it's been base Vegeta, base Goku going up against this nigga that they just fought. And like he's just been fucking them up the entire arc. And now that I think they can go regular Super Saiyan and God again. Yeah. But they're still not blue. But like this is the first time since I found out what Dragon Ball was, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck do they do?
I don't know. I stopped paying attention to Dragon Ball after a while because I just got tired of the formula. You know, you just get kind of worn out, especially after you've been exposed to JoJo. That's
totally fair. Like, shout out JoJo's. JoJo's like the hands down the most influential anime of all time, of all time.
Dude, when you get a Gucci cover and Jodeci cover, you know.
Bruh, this nigga re-released the same album from 1995 with Giorno's face on it. Go.
Yeah, I mean,
goat shit.
I love Dragon Ball and everything. Right. I love Sailor Moon, Tenchi Muyo, all that shit that we grew up with. But I mean,
your favorite could never.
Yeah.
Your favorite could never. Like this man, even if he stops animating JoJo's, like the residuals from all these collaborations that he's done will last that man at least the next 20 years.
I mean, this man probably gets like a Gucci package, a Versace package in the mail every year.
Cause it's like it's all, or not all, it's damn near all of the major Italian brands.
Yeah.
Cause like he's done that shit with Gucci, Versace. There was a Louis Vuitton handbag collection. There was a Bulgari cologne that was modeled after some of their outfits. Like, Jodeci re-released a 24-year-old album.
Jodeci re-releases an album with your anime on the front. Like,
who else? Who else got that shit? Who else?
There are people who talk about it on their lyrics. There are people who make like music videos and will have some. I remember when Linkin Park "Somewhere I Belong" dropped. Back in the day, and they dropped the music video, and it had that Gundam in it. And that opening shot.
Yep.
I gushed like a little girl when I saw that shit.
For fucking Meteora.
Yeah. Fucking Meteora. Fucking God, what was the other one? They had another album that came out back in the day when you couldn't bring CDs to school.
Was it the first? What the fuck is their first album called? I never remember. I never remember what the first Linkin Park album was called, and I don't. Fuck y'all that just made fun of Linkin Park just to be cool, bro. Them niggas had some good ass music.
Them motherfuckers had some ballin' ass music.
Right, I'd honestly say up until like probably 2008, 2009, like their albums all fucking had bangers.
I mean,
on
real,
them
like,
shits.
Hybrid Theory.
There it is. I can never remember the name of the first
I
fucking
was
album.
looking right at the cover because it had this guy on the skateboard.
Yeah,
And
super 90s.
Oh shit, yeah. It was 2000 actually.
Was it 2000? That was 99.
99, 2000.
Either way,
I mean,
that's still like
2000 was just 99.
right. Like that was like that was Diet 99. It was 99 with residuals.
Yeah, Hybrid Theory's Diamond too. Jesus.
Yeah, nigga, that shit, bruh. When that shit dropped, that shit broke records.
Yeah.
Cause nobody else was putting out music like
I'm
that.
a fucking scrub. Hybrid Theory's the one with the flag. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, exposed his ass.
Idiot.
Yeah, new metal. It had Crawling, Paper Cut. Oh my god. In the end.
Yeah, in the end, wasn't
One
step closer. Yeah, I was gonna say One Step Closer. That was my shit.
Woo,
9-year-old me that didn't really like dissent against his parents or have any real like confrontational social interactions. Like that was my shit.
Oh my god.
Like,
I mean,
that was I still have that in my playlist.
It speaks for itself. Like that you know, a lot of people like who are metalheads kind of got on their case because they were billing it as metal. It's just a different. It was another brand.
Yeah, it's new metal.
New metal or alternate metal or alternative metal.
Right. Because like I feel like they did it the best out of everybody else that did it. Because like Disturbed was cool, but they kind of went for more of a gothic sound with theirs.
Very radio, very
right.
formulaic.
Like they're very friendly.
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit was like that was the edgy kid. Like he had songs that were just shock value songs.
Yeah,
it's like
Korn too.
Yeah, same with Korn.
Korn was like that.
And I like some of Korn's songs. Like they have really good messages. It's just like some of their early shit was definitely like, I don't want to call it clickbait, but like it was definitely like there to just get, like it was an attention grabber.
Right.
It was like, oh my god, they named their song this, and that was that whole era where like everybody was just doing things to rebel against the norm.
Yes.
Like the mid and late 90s, like you had shit like South Park, like bands like the ones we just talked about, Marilyn Manson, everybody just doing
the Tom Green show.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
Like
Eminem,
Tom Green show,
by the way.
Eminem when he debuted Jackass. It's just shit like doing unconventional shit.
Yeah.
Like
Weird times.
to finally, I mean, it was weird, but it was necessary.
Oh yeah, it was like it was a reflection of the time.
Right.
Like the entertainment and music, that's all it is. That's the reason why shit is like how it is now.
Right.
Everything is all fused and blended because we're all like one just kind of gelatinous thing.
It's like we can kind of agree, or we can kind of come together on a lot of things, like as a society. But
so
it's
like now you got rap and country, you got
wild shit.
rocket.
Just
I mean, just like
fucking Terry Bogard in a fucking Street Fighter game.
you got Cool Diamond and fucking Dead or Alive.
Geese and Tekken.
I mean,
Crazy ass crossovers, man.
I mean,
It's
for fuck's sake, Samurai Showdown is back.
yeah, I was
mean,
like,
Jesus.
it's anything is possible, bro. Like if we could just keep Surge in stores consistently, I think like society would go up as 30 points.
I drank a Surge one time and I took a shit after and everything was green. Like that was fucking like the weirdest shit.
You don't want to go to the doctor, dog. That's not normal. That's never happened to me, bro.
Well, you know, that's I just wanted to segue into the next point about what I was doing this week.
Nigga, that has never happened to me. Ever happened to me.
Like, you might be sick, man.
I was like, you might want to go get looked at, bro. Cause
Okay, so alright. So I was like, it didn't hit me until like later on with that fucking thing. So I was selling records, but I couldn't help myself. I always go on record hunts every weekend and go to new places to try and find vinyl that I can buy. And I finally got out to Opelika, and there's this quaint little shop out there called 10,000 Megahertz, and they have a nice shop. sell mostly new stuff, but they do have a used collection. I was able to find Songs in the Key of Life for $8, and it plays flawlessly. Both records, it's a double vinyl, and played flawlessly. So I was able to pick that. Jethro Tull, which I love, classic rock stuff, and I was able to find some of that stuff. And then I went up to this Opelika, Alabama, and there's also a flea market called Angie's Antiques.
I know where that is.
Yeah, and they have a bunch of shops in there selling a bunch of vinyl. I found some Elton John and Honky Chateau, all kinds of Elton John's debut record, the self-titled album. I mean, I found a bunch of shit. I also found this.
That it's a fucking mammy
soap dispenser.
Oh. It's a mammy soap dispenser. Bro, that's a mammy. That is the most nigger soap dispenser I have ever seen, bruh.
They have these.
Are those salt and pepper shapes?
Yes.
I'm done. Turn the podcast off. It's over.
Like, how?
It's
why
over.
would you? And it's right by this fucking Alabama touchdown.
Rodam.
Too.
Rodam.
I do. I swear to God, I saw that shit. I'm just walking by, and I just see that out of the corner of my eye, and I just keep walking, and it doesn't register, and I just walk backwards. I don't even turn around. I just walk backwards. I was in such shock.
Bro, your ancestors was like, "Hey, bro, look at that.
Hey man, no.
Turn around and peep." Right, it's like turn around and peep game. Look at what they used to do to your boy. Oh my God.
Oh Jesus.
Oh my fucking God, bro. Like I can't.
Yeah, dude.
I cannot.
I swear to God, I walk by it and I'm like, this might be podcast material.
Bro, like that's like it is crazy because you see shit like that way more often than you would think living in the South.
Right.
And like it's just because I was like when I was at work Thursday, like I had to drive down to Leesburg, which is fucking Leesburg, Confederate General, cool. But like there was a sign by a barn that was advertising for like the sons of the Confederate veterans.
Yeah.
Like it was like a fucking shrine club or some shit. And I'm just like, bro, there should be no sons of any Confederate veterans left.
They call themselves sons. It's like they call themselves things like that. Sons of Liberty.
Oh, shit like that. Metal Gear.
Yeah. I mean, there's some
it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's an actual thing.
Yeah, I know where Hideo Kojima got his shit. He went down to Alabama one day.
America.
I went to that Elton John concert in Birmingham. And on the way on the 280, I think, there's just a giant hill, and the hill's covered with rocks. And out of that rocks is a flagpole flying the Confederate flag, just loud and proud, right?
Jesus Christ.
And there's a giant sign up there. It says Memorial for Veterans of the Civil War. This is a Civil War Confederate memorial, just on the side of the highway.
Were there any veterans? Pretty sure they all got killed or surrendered.
No, they're just Americans now.
You don't get clout for surrendering.
Yeah, it's a literal Confederate memorial.
That's
I'm
wild.
like, what the fuck is this shit? Because I can see it coming up. You can see the flag waving. I'm like, there's just a giant flagpole randomly on this highway.
Right.
All there's been is just hills and roads.
And then a random fucking loser flag. like what's their favorite quote? There's no participation trophies.
Oh yeah.
It's like you niggas showed up and took that L, bro. Like let that shit go, man. Let that shit go, dog.
If I remember correctly from the documentary I watched, I think there was they only had like one ship. They had one naval battle on the river.
And fucking
lost. They lost and they never went back out because they said it was too expensive to run.
How the fuck you lose in familiar territory, in your goddamn river. That's like somebody coming in my house and whooping my ass. Like,
no sir.
No, not at all. Not gonna happen. Like,
not even close.
But it's just wild, man. And people will buy that shit. Like, some people, of course, they know what they're doing, but like, there are some people that just have no ill intention with it. It's just like, oh man, this is a nice. This is an antique.
Yeah.
Like, they have the mindset of this is an antique, and that's all it is. Yeah. Which is, on one hand, that is fantastic.
Sure.
Like, that's great that you don't see it for being racist.
But,
or like, your intention with purchasing it isn't to display racism. Yeah. But on the other hand, like, bitch, you know damn well. Like, you know good and fucking well what this is.
Oh my god, yeah. No, this fucking, like, just, I walked backwards and I looked at it and I'm just like, oh yeah, I remember where I am. And it was so funny because I was on like this natural high because I was seeing all these records. They actually have an arcade up there, like right outside of the fucking Megahertz record store. They have an arcade that's kind of like Chuck E. Cheese style. They serve pizza and everything, but like they have a bunch of giant machines. They had an old Street Fighter 2 machine, an original cabinet, and an original, like, they had a Fix-It Felix cabinet.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I know. Pac-Man, they had the original Donkey Kong cabinet. I was like, well, this would be an interesting place to stop by. So I'm like on this artistic high and all this other shit. Then I see that shit. And I'm walking to the exit because I'm just like, you know what? I think I better go. And I forgot I was wearing my Georgia t-shirt, my UGA t-shirt. And I'm walking towards the door. This old white guy walking with his wife gives me kind of a funny look. And I notice it, but I'm just like not registering it. And I walk past him, and he mutters under his breath, but loud enough for me to hear, "You're in the wrong place, son." After what I just saw, you know how when you just experience some racist shit, and you get that ping in your stomach?
Ooh, shit.
You get that ping in your stomach, and you're just like, I heard that,
shit.
And I must now stab someone.
It's like, how do...
I was gonna have a KyoAni moment.
It's like, how do I react? Like... The adult in me
is like,
you know what?
The adult in me was like, no, it's your t-shirt, John. It's your t-shirt, John. The soul in me is like, no, who gives a fuck?
Nah, bro.
Bust him up.
Right, turn around and jaw his ass. I was like, hey, bro, you got the time? Nah, it's time for these hands.
Well, golly gee, just look at this.
Like,
it's time to whip somebody's ass.
That's crazy, bro. Leave people the fuck alone.
I swear to God. I was like, because I told my mom about this like the other day, and she was just like, "You did good."
Like,
you did real good. Because if it was my dad, he would have turned around and said, "Excuse me."
Right.
Yeah, because my dad grew up in that shit. He was from Louisiana when they were busing students. All right, so he was getting into fights every week when somebody would say something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't about because of what school you were from or what school T-shirt you were wearing. It was about something else. So when he would hear those comments, there's an ass whooping that's coming. So my dad almost came out to me. And I was like, yo, from what I just saw, the Mammy soap dispenser, to what I just heard, I might need to take me a break from Alabama for a while.
Right.
But yeah, shout out to 10,000 megahertz. You got a fine store. I'm sad that you're in this state. That you're in.
Yeah, like...
I have to go. You know, it's like 40
fucking,
it's just
fucking Aunt Jemima soap dispensers,
yeah.
bro. Like,
I'll send you the pictures if you can add it into the thing, so just so we can have some context for the listeners and viewers.
I might do it.
Yeah,
depending on how lazy I am.
But even still, just for as a keepsake.
Right, like just that's just wild.
Just
like,
something to remind yourself that that's
a thing
that has some history.
That this is a thing. It's an antique.
Yeah, I mean, why would you buy it?
It's not racist. It's an antique.
That's my shit. I was like, why would you buy it?
For what? For what purpose? What kind of decor do you have that this would match in your house?
Exactly.
Because like I gotta start questioning everything about you.
I gotta start questioning everything about this purchase because they bought it and they had it in their house. Then they're like, well, this is an antique. Maybe I can make some money off it. They take it to Angie's. Angie's is like, we may be able to resell this. Let me put it up in this booth. And Angie takes it in. And Angie is expecting to buy it and make a profit off of it. Who is buying this in 2019?
Somebody.
Woo!
Because the funny thing, how many were there? Was it just that one?
Actually, I ran across like 3 different sets just throughout the store.
There were probably 6 there before.
Yeah, probably.
Because somebody's definitely buying those up.
Yeah, because
for sure.
The mammy was actually separate from the other one I showed you, the salt and pepper shakers. So, I mean, like, that was like, wow. Yeah. So, it's been busy. Oh, I'm back on POF again. On Tinder, too.
I was so confused about PO. I was like, what the fuck is POF, John?
Oh, yeah, Plenty of Fish. Tinder, and I swear to God, I was on POF for like 30 minutes. I had 2 thought bots. Like, respond. Like, just sending me messages. I'm like, wow.
Get my man John some cheeks, bro. We gonna get, on God, we gonna get you laid.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome, dude.
On gang.
Oh, yeah. That's gonna be fucking amazing. Like, just fucking sitting there on top of some chick flopping around like a fish.
That's what sex is, dude. I mean, like, at least what I've heard. Like, I'm a virgin, so I don't know.
Yeah, you know, good Christian boys like yourself.
Like, I've never even once thought about masturbating. So.
I mean, the only fear that this woman should have is of God.
It's the devil's handshake. I don't touch myself because I'm a dude and I have a dick and that's gay.
That was logically consistent.
Mm-hmm. Solid.
Yeah, shit. It's just like I just went through like the mathematics in my head, and I'm like, you know what? 2 plus 2 does equal 4.
Accurate.
Are we done?
Yeah, we'll see y'all next week. We're out. It's shit.
We got shit to do.
We got shit to do,
Y'all
man.
go out and live a life today. Go for a walk.
Yeah,
or some shit.
like look up my boy John on Plenty of Fish and Tinder.
We'll take guys and girls. Fuck it.
And
if you wear like cat ears, I swear to God. Oh, that Cat's trailer. Furries for life, right?
Bye.
Bye.
See y'all next week. There's no cats. Cats isn't getting a live action trailer. That's a lie. It's a myth.
Oh yeah, no live action Lion King.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah.